What's up, everybody? And you know what? I'm a little late on doing this, but hey, I decided to come do this review anyway, given it was a real big show last night. I would have reviewed it after, but honestly, I was a little bit too tired to review it. So I'm back here today. AEW Dynasty live from St. Louis, Missouri, at where was the building anyway, now that I think about it. But yeah, they were at the Chaffetz Arena, I believe. I'm just gonna blow through the pre-show real fast because honestly, I didn't really care what was going on there. So let's just go through it real quick. They had Trent Beretta go against Matt Sydal. Trent Beretta won. I guess they're trying to get this Trent Beretta heel thing over, but then again, I do not care to see him versus Cassidy in general. I actually like Trent Beretta, but given he's been the Clown Squad for so long, it's like, why am I now taking him seriously against Cassidy? It feels like a too little, too late type of thing, if you ask me. So I think Beretta's good. I just feel like he's been the Clown Squad for so long. And then he started beating up Seidel after, and then Chuck Taylor came out there for the save, and then Beretta basically, saying that Chuck Taylor was a prick and whatnot for not returning his texts and phone calls, and you need to know where you stand. You got till Wednesday. Cassidy and Shibata came out then as Beretta backed off. Cassidy and Shibata went against Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. I like Shane Taylor Promotions. The problem is they never win a damn match. And then again, when Shane Taylor's losing to the pocket guy out there, how can you really take him seriously? Listen, the tag match was what it was. Cassidy and him and Shibata got the win, so no surprise there. In the main event, well, I should name main event, but the main event of this pre-show, the Ring of Honor six-man tag titles were on the line. Bullet Club, the Ring of Honor six-man tag titles and the AEW six-man tag titles. Uh, Bullet Club Gold versus the Acclaimed. I have to say, man, Billy Gunn, they make him look really strong out there because, man, it is hard to take him that down. You take this guy with a baseball bat and even with the famous sir and all that too, he still can't be taken away until a damn Blade Runner then. So he is getting hit by finishers and still was kicking out because he even hit a famous sir onto Jay White and the claim it cleared the ring. He was going to go for another one, but Jay White ended up dodging, ended up hitting the Blade Runner and winning the match. So now Bullet Club Gold now has the Ring of Honor six-man and the AEW six-man tag titles. Do I really care for any of these title belts? Not really. Will they merge away? I'm not sure. I don't know if they'll kill the ROH ones and make some new belts out of it. I'm not sure, okay? I'm not really sure, so it's not really much to say about the pre-show. It is what it is. I can see if people didn't watch it. Jay White has fallen off big time, so that's all I'm going to say. But let's get to the main part of this show. We kicked it off with Kazuchika Okada versus Pac for the AEW Continental title. Hell, there was a holy shit chant before this match even started. This was a great way to open the show. I thought this was a great match. I enjoyed it. And listen, the people are on Okada's side all the time, but I like how Okada always sets up for his Rainmaker pose and whatnot, and basically, basically kind of end up flipping the crowd off. Then, so that was really cool. Like he just middle finger, then like, nah, you're not getting that Rainmaker pose right now. I did like when he did like the DDT off the barricade with fans chanting "You sick fuck" after that. Pac, him coming back with them suplexes looked brutal too. I did like when fans did, like I said, the thing with the Rainmaker pose when fans chanting "fuck Okada" was funny also. But Pac was able to come back, hitting him with the tombstone. At one point, even hitting the brutalizer on him. Still didn't work. Okada was able to get, rake his eyes. Then Okada went for his own tombstone, which he did. But then Pac had he hit the tombstone. He was setting up for the Black Arrow. Okada ended up grabbing the referee's leg then to stop from doing it. Pocket went down to keep stepping on him then. He went for the Black Arrow again, but Okada put his knees up. Okada hit the Rainmaker and won the match then. Great way to kick off the show. Hell of a way to kick off the show. And also points for Jim Ross even being back on commentary also. Listen, the guy has had a lot of, medical health problems recently, but I'm glad that he's back on his podcast. I know that. And, good to see him back on the commentary table because last time he was around was, I think, for Sting's last match. Yeah, he was there for Revolution, but it's good to see JR is doing better and he sounded real good too. So that's good to see. But yeah, Okada and Pac, hell of a way to kick off the show. Um, like I said, even the people giving Pac a standing ovation after that was really good, chanting, "He's our bastard." So Okada got the win here. No surprise, good stuff. Right after that was the Rated R Chicken Kings, I guess, but Edge, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black. Um, this wasn't a bad tag match, even though once again Rick Knox is involved, so of course chaos is gonna happen. But um, this was a good 6-man, but I think it went too long. I think it went almost 20 minutes also, which, is points when people just fighting everywhere and the referee doesn't do anything about it. And I know it's like finisher after finisher near the end. Briscoe hitting the froggy bow, Edge going for the spear and whatnot. But Brody King ended up knocking Edge down then. Edge tried to got him with the spear. But King got to the ropes and got up out of there. Edge was gonna go for the spear onto Malachi Black, but Malachi Black ended up missing him then with Black Mist, and the referee just had his back turned, even though it looked like nobody was stopping him. He hit the Black Mask and pinned Edge. I'm sure he will get a TNT title shot now against Edge after pinning him here. So I feel like that's gonna be Edge's next feud. Well, he's already kind of feuding with House of Black anyways right now, but with Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe involved, I'm assuming Brody King may be going for that New Japan Strong title that Eddie Kingston has, not sure, or whoever will go against Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor title, but I don't really know. But like I said, with Black getting the pin on Edge right here, he will get a TNT title shot soon. So a good 6-man tag. Next was Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale for the TBS title. This went really fast. It's not really much I can say. I don't know if Julie was hurt because apparently she didn't really do anything last Wednesday. She had athletic tape on her. I feel like the belt needed to come off her anyway. So yeah, Willow won. Okay, this wasn't really a long match. Willow got the Wiley was it the Doctor Bomb for the win. So it was what it was, but like I said, the match wasn't really much to talk about right here. So I don't know if Julie Hart is really hurt on that. Maybe that's why the match was so fast. But then again, I feel like they need to get the belt off her anyways. Like these matches were not it. They weren't it. Okay, I've seen enough Julia Hart TBS title or pay-per-view title matches to where this was not it. But immediately as Willow won and tried to celebrate with Stokely and Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné literally comes out there, and then the AEW Double or Nothing logo comes up, which she will get a title shot. So, which makes zero sense because like Willow's trying to get a moment to celebrate with her family and stuff, which she still did. But the fact that, and I still did, it's still funny to me. Like the Mercedes thing is just hilarious. Like, so this woman has done nothing in this company but cut promos, which half of them have been really bad, by the way, and gets a title shot as her first match. No number one contender, nothing. And I said this before. If she was not ready yet, why did you bring this woman in here? I'll never understand that. If she is hurt. Because we're only going off of this feud because of a match that happened in New Japan last year and Mercedes got hurt. But I still think this is a waste of time that you have to wait another month until May for her to actually do something. She's been here since March. She ain't done nothing but talk. And a lot of talk she's done has been very bad. Her and her personal writer, which that's the whole different thing to go off on. But shit, some people look like this is like some Hogan type of thing of going immediately, damn like some Brett Yokozuna, like, hey, get a title shot and didn't really have to do nothing. So, hey, I guess that doesn't work for her sister, but it makes no sense. Like, it really doesn't make any sense to why Mercedes is getting a title shot. Almost like, hey, I got dibs. Like, what have you done here? Seriously, like, what has she done? So, I don't know, man. A lot of stuff in her current run for AEW has damn near been cringe half the time. Even people I know that are the biggest Sasha Banks fans will sit there and tell you, like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I don't know if she's still trying to get over as a face right here, because a lot of stuff that she's done the past few weeks almost make her like a condescending heel, very narcissist and whatnot. When you listen to the promos, it's very heelish out there. So hopefully they turn her heel. That's the main thing, because now they're trying to see who attacked her, which I feel like it may be Chris Statlander now. That may have took it out last week or two with the chair. So I don't know. But I just think it's hilarious that she gets a title shot and has done literally nothing in this company but just cut promos. Next, though, and I thought this match was great. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly for the AEW International Championship. Man, these guys were hitting hella back suplexes out there. I tell you, this was pretty brutal. This is a hell of a match. I enjoyed it. This is one match you gotta say that was probably one of the really great matches of the night. This was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. These guys was just striking out there like crazy. These backbreakers, like, man, this was some brutal stuff. Even fans were chanting, "This is awesome." Because honestly, I didn't really care much going into this thing. I don't even really know what this match is. This whole feud has been on Collision, and I don't really watch Collision like that, so I don't even really know what was going on with O'Reilly and Strong. But hey, these guys are both in the Undisputed Era, so they know each other that well. Wardlow ended up showing up then, which he didn't really do anything, and the referee saw him. And then O'Reilly had a brain buster. He tried to go for the cross arm breaker. Strong got out of it. Got a big knee kick, and then he hit the heartache for the win. So he got a clean win on Kyle O'Reilly. Right after Wardlow got in the ring, Adam Cole in his wheelchair got wheeled out there. So I'm assuming Adam Cole is better now because it's a miracle. He can walk. He got in the ring, and then he looked at Wardlow, looked like he was going to take him out. So I think Wardlow maybe getting kicked out of this group soon. It has done really anybody no favors. This group has sucked ever since the whole MJF reveal. Wardlow is literally dead at this point. I have no idea what to say about him anymore. Cole, I feel like he was off TV just to get as far away from this group. And then again, it's like Wardlow's about to get kicked out of being the bodyguard role again. So square one, and they're trying to start over again, which I don't think it's working anymore. But yeah, I think he's getting kicked out of this group. Next was Hook versus Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship. I didn't hate this match. And Jericho got a lot of heat out here. I felt he was getting go away heat. When the fans started chanting, "Go away, Jericho, go away," or "Please retire, Fozzy sucks, Y2 sucks." And, they got Taz out there being like the concerned parent. I'm like, damn, why wasn't he just concerned when Samoa Joe was killing Hook? But there was some brutal stuff in this match. It was basically a hardcore match. I know at one point they had a table out there in the apron. And Hook did like a suplex on Jericho, which looked kind of brutal, by the way. But I think Jericho at least landed the right way after that. Even, they're hitting each other with trash cans out there. And even Jericho was covered with the trash can and got suplexed on it, which looked pretty brutal, too. There was just one point where like Jericho hit the cold breaker after a suplex then. Hook tried to get the red rum, but, Jericho ended up going through the table. They both landed on into the corner after that. At one point, Hook was still trying to go for his finisher after dodging the walls of Jericho. Jericho basically hit the Judas effect 2 times, and he kept looking at Hook saying, "Stay down, stay down. Don't let me do this. Don't let me do this. Stay down." And he's still kicking out of the Judas effect, and, Taz is just looking all concerned, so he ended up getting off of his table. I thought he was going to go in and hit the Taz mission or something, but Jericho got his baseball bat, and then he just hit Hook right up damn near in the head or the side of his head or something. Like, he just said F you and hit him in the head, and now Jericho's the new FTW championship. I'm surprised this match went this long. Hell, I'm surprised why are we still putting this FTW title on the line like it means something. Why is this even a belt? Why? Why does this title even matter? I don't care. Like, it worked in ECW if you want to say that, but where does it really work here for this FTW title? Seriously, what does Jericho really benefit? Like, which now it still continues the feud, and I kind of get the story where they're going with, because I feel like the story's been confusing, but where's this all going towards, okay? And Jericho, I thought he was just getting go away heat. So, and I'm sure he used the heat to his advantage. But man, when people start chanting, "Please retire," and go away, Jericho, go away. Maybe this Lionheart Chris Jericho thing isn't working, or maybe he needs to come up with another gimmick or go back to Judas. I'm not really sure. So I don't know. Jericho won the title. Taz looked concerned about Hook, and that's when he ended up switching off commentary, and they put Nigel McGuinness out there then. But yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go. Toni Storm winning against Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. Really good match. Really enjoyed it. Some say this is probably the best match Thunder Rosa's had ever since coming back. I did like it. I didn't think Thunder Rosa was gonna win, but the crowd was on both of their sides. I know Luther and Mariah May got involved. Deonna Purrazzo did come out for the save then. Even though the referee ended up, what ended up happening? Thunder Rosa tried to go for the Cobra Clutch. Toni Storm ended up getting to the ropes then. The referee had to, was looking, I guess, the ring skirt back on, given it was pulled up. Toni Storm kicked Thunder Rosa in the nuts, or I just should say not even the nuts, the cunt, I guess, a cunt shot, not a nut shot. But then again, I always wonder, like, if does kicking a woman below the belt really hurt? I think King of the Hill may have proven that it doesn't, but I do wonder that. Does kicking a woman like in the nut, I'm not trying to say nuts, the pussy basically, does it really hurt them? Like, literally, does it? Because right after that, Tony Storm hit the Storm Zero and still retained the title then after that. But still, like, I don't know. And like I said, with the referee distracted and other people getting involved, I'm sure this feud's probably going to continue. But I did enjoy it. Next was probably basically the best match of the night. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. And man, this was one incredible hell of a match. I know some people are going to say maybe it's no selling, but damn, was this a barn burner, okay? Crowd was just on both of these guys' sides. Just saying, both these guys, holy shit, we're not worthy. Yes chance going to no chance. And I'm not going to sit here and try to name every spot here, okay? I'm not going to go through all that. But man, just like the counters, fans chanting, this is wrestling. Seeing Danielson hit like the damn the knee and stuff, the running knee was so cool. I thought he was gonna win several times. Even when Ospreay went for an Os cutter in mid-air, Danielson hit the running knee and still wasn't over yet. Like, this was just insane. Ospreay trying to go for the hidden blade. Like I said, that part was cool when he went for the hidden blade and Danielson just duck dodge and hit the knee, which was still going crazy. Still trying to go back for the label lock after that, but still Ospreay, like, he power bombed him and then just flipped into a Styles Clash then, which was insane. And both these guys was trading strikes back with each other, suplexes then after that. And then, like, they just went to the corner, and I just think it was crazy that Danielson did his yes chant thing, which the fans chanting yes, but it went yes, no, yes, no, and it was like a standoff then. Ospreay setting up for the hidden blade, Danielson setting up for the damn running knee out there, and, they both strike at each other, but Ospreay hit first after that. He hit the Tiger Driver, and this is where people thought this was like a legit injury, but this is obviously a work when the referee's checking Danielson, getting in the doctors. They would have put the X sign up if this was legit, because like Ospreay still hit the hidden blade and won, and then Danielson shaking on the ground and Ospreay celebrating, but then he looks and show concern for Danielson on the ground, and you could see Danielson saying fuck, 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 like his arm and stuff. They're checking on how bad he's hurt. And Ospreay didn't even really know what to do. He's just checking on him. So this was just one hell of a match, and this was tough to follow in general, okay? But yeah, I think Danielson was just selling here. And yeah, it looked dangerous. Like, that Tiger Drive is dangerous. We've seen it on Kenny Omega, damn near spiked his head in, which looked really bad. But Danielson landed flat on his back here, so I don't think he was legit hurt. I think this is more of a work, especially with the shaking, because we would have saw an X sign get thrown up if this was legit, okay? But Ospreay getting the win right here. Like I said, 30 minutes, best match of the night. Like, that's even, come on now. That was going to be tough to follow. And I mean real tough to follow, okay? But this was one hell of a damn match that I'm sure anybody enjoyed. So, great stuff from there. Next was the ladder match for the AEW vacant tag titles in this tournament, the Young Bucks versus FTR. I'm going to be honest, man. I already knew what the finish was going to be over a week ago, given that I was at the New Japan show last week for Windy City Riot and the whole, the whole Jack Perry thing. And I knew he was done with New Japan after last week, but given what I saw, I knew how this was going to end. I knew exactly how this is going to end. And I will say this, like, it took a minute for the crowd to even get into this in general, okay? And yeah, there was some very rough bumps on the ladder. Even Dax was bleeding out there. So, like, come on, like, people getting hit in the face of the ladder, doing suplexes on the ladder, falling off the ladder, diving into the ladder. Yeah, I'll admit, there was a lot of brutal spots going into this, but the crowd was so spent after the last match, it's like they didn't really get into it. And I didn't even really care, because I knew who was going to win. Come on, it was seen a mile away. Basically, a masked individual jumped the barricade, pushed Dax off the ladder, and security's got him, and it ended up being Jack Perry, which, I'll sit there and say this, like, the only reason why he's even getting this type of reaction right now is because of CM Punk. That's all it really is. That's the only reason why he's getting this type of reaction right now. Cause I don't know how long it's gonna last. I was there last week at that show. Okay, I was there for Windy City Riot, and yes, it's only working. This heat is working for him right now. Given the footage was shown like the following few days earlier and stuff, and then again, it's like I don't know if people really. It's like they boo at him, but then they chant "Cry Me a River" and all these other chants. But yeah, like Cry Me a River chants and Scapegoat chants and like GTS chants. And I don't even know if it was even CM Punk chants out there. I knew there was CM Punk chants on Collision on Saturday and even last Wednesday on Dynamite and all that. But I don't know if there was any really here. Like I said, how far is the whole heat thing gonna go for Jack Perry? Like I just see people on the internet saying he's got tremendous heat, or like this is like the next Stone Cold Steve Austin or something like that. Like I don't know what y'all talking about, but that's just ridiculous to say. And I'm like, once they put this guy in front of a microphone, is it really gonna sound good? Like we saw how bad it was. So what difference does it make? Like I said, this whole match is piggybacking off of the whole CM Punk Jack Perry footage video all in. This is all what they're really relying on. That's basically what this whole match is about. Yeah, it tries to weave into a story and whatnot, but it's like you're really depending on this video to get everybody over here, and it's really not. And I still think it made AEW look bad, and it just made Punk to tell the truth. It's like, yes, he did fight Jack Perry, but at the same time, you want to go the whole history and the bullshit. Basically, I guess he had to deal with. He got fed up to that point. Okay, there's a lot of things to go. I'm not gonna go into the whole story because that would take longer than usual to talk about. We all know how this is gone, but I think this is just pettiness with AEW by playing the footage, and it did not pull in favor for them. So yeah, Jack Perry may have this so-called big heat that Tony Khan wants to say and big reaction, but how long is that really gonna last since you're depending on this video footage? Really think about that. So I didn't really care going into this match anyways because I knew who was gonna win. So I don't got much to say about it. You knew who was gonna be in the finish. I've been known for over a week now, so it wasn't that hard. It was predictable as hell. So there you go. Right after that was the main event for the AEW World Championship, Samoa Joe versus Swerve. JR was back on commentary. Swerve looks like Killmonger from Black Panther. Very good match. A very good, solid main event. I definitely enjoyed it. This is basically Swerve's big moment right here. There was some good stuff in this match, though, especially like they put on the concrete floor and Joe's hitting suplexes on there and stuff. Even tried to go for the muscle buster, but that didn't go for it right there. This was just really enjoyable. Joe, even picking up the title belt, thought he was gonna leave with it, but Swerve kicked Joe, got the belt. He ended up being like a big because, like, he tried to get the Coquina clutch in, but got out of it. Swerve it, had Joe on the ground, kind of like over like the ropes under and stuff outside. Hit a big 450 in on there. Hit the house call after that. Swerve ended up jumping over Joe, because they were on the top rope. He power bombed them. Swerve hit the big Swerve stomp, which you could just kind of see the emotion already about to happen as soon as before he hit it. So he ended up hitting the Swerve, the big stomp, and Swerve Strickland is now the new AEW World Championship. Like, fans have been following this for a while now. This was his time. They had a big celebration with confetti, him jumping to the barricade, hugging people and stuff, fans. So this was just a big way to wrap up the whole show. I'm glad to see Swerve win. I almost thought Hangman was probably going to get involved in this one way or another. Say he was going to prevent them from winning, but I feel like he will probably be his first big challenger for the AEW World Championship. That's if Samoa Joe doesn't get a rematch after this. But this was still a really good main event, and I'm glad Swerve got his time. Like I said, this guy's gone from Lucha Underground, his kill shot to the whole hit row thing, is how bad that was at WWE. The fact that this guy was able to go to AEW and reinvent himself, and now he's the world champion. He's been over for a pretty good while now, having Prince Nana out there too. So it's great to see him win. And as everybody said, man, he's now the first black AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and that's a cool thing to see. So I'm glad he won. I think this was a great pay-per-view. Overall, this was really great. I enjoyed, like, the best things you could put up there is Danielson and Ospreay, match of the night. I really liked Okada and Pac, O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. The main event was good. Swerve got the big moment, really good match. Good for Willow winning the TBS title, even though the whole Mercedes thing doesn't make sense the way of her getting a title shot. Hey, it's still there. Really good stuff. Like I said, this is a really great show. Most of it was really good. Yeah, there's probably a few negatives here and there. What do you like the Jericho hook stuff and that? I'm kind of more dumbfounded by the decision stuff. Julia and Willow wasn't really all that anyways. It was just for Willow to get the win. Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa wasn't that bad of a match. The latter was just super predictable, and I'm like, the whole Jack Perry thing is just, I just laugh at it, honestly, I really do. So, yeah, that's really how you could put up this show. But I thought this was a great pay-per-view. I really did. Like, I know AEW's had a lot of problems lately, but at least they did great on another pay-per-view. I'll say that Dynasty was very good, and the crowd was 100% throughout the whole night with this whole show. They were excited and ecstatic for this whole show. So, yeah, really good, really great stuff here. But other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodandKnight890. I'm out of here. Like this video, hit the notification bell, and peace. Out of here.